Hi there, today we are going to be reviewing point of view. Point of view. When we, the reader, are trying to figure out the point of view of the story, it's important that we ask ourselves two questions. Who is telling the story? Is the narrator a character in the story? So who is telling the story? Is the narrator a character in the story? What is narrator? We talked about narrator whenever we went over dramas and plays. I'm going to give you a moment to think about it. Narrator. Okay. Narrator is someone who tells the story. It's the person who is telling the story. Okay? So the two types of point of views that we have been covering in first grade are third person point of view and first person point of view. Third person point of view. A person who is not in the book is telling it. So words we can look for are he, she, and they. Go ahead and do that with me. He, she, they. Okay? Then we have first person point of view. A person who is in the book is telling it. Look for words like I, me, or my. Go ahead and do this with me. I, me, or my. Third person, not in the book. The narrator is not in the book. The person who's telling the story, not in the book. First person, a person who is in the book. The narrator is in the book. Whoever's telling it is in it. Okay? It's a character or person. Let's go ahead and look at an example of a story and see if we can't figure out whether the story is written in third person point of view or first person point of view. Okay? Okay, so I have the story Diary of a Spider. We're just going to listen for about a minute or two. The story it's a read aloud, and we're going to listen for words like he, she, or they. That's third person. Or words like I, me, or my. First person, okay? So as you're listening to about a minute or two of the story, pay attention to the words you hear, okay?
Baby picture of me and Grandpa.
Baby picture of me and Grandpa. Oh, me and my. I heard those two words.
This was my first web.
I heard the word my again. So, me and my, is that third person or first person point of view? Those words. First person. Let's listen a little bit longer.
My first molted skin. My favorite book, Charlotte's Web. Our family portrait. My best friends, Fly and Worm. Fly's little sister, Maggot. Dad made me this.
I keep hearing the words me and my. So those are good clues right there.
I made this slingshot.
Heard the word I.
I discovered this neat sculpture. Worm found this. Our extended family reunion. Diary of a Spider. March 1st. Today was Grandparents' Day at school, so I brought Grandpa with me.
Okay, so right there. I heard, so I brought Grandpa with me. So go ahead and think about those words. I'm going to go ahead and go back to our poster, and we're going to talk about which point of view Diary of a Spider is written. I'm going to give you a moment to think. Which point of view was Diary of a Spider written? Was it first person point of view or third person point of view? I'll give you more time, just pause the video, but let's hear your answer. Show me, third or first? First person point of view. The narrator is who? Who is telling the story? The spider. So right here, a person who is in the book. Is the spider a character in the book? Yes. And did we hear words like I, me, and my? We sure did. So who is telling the story? Spider. And what does that make this story? first person point of view. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little review of a point of view. One more time. Third person. He, he, she, they. The person who's telling the story is not in the book. Not, okay? First person point of view. Do this with me. I, me, my. We hear those words. Person who's telling story is in the book. They're in the book, okay? All right. Hope you enjoyed this little review.